In three, two, one. What's going on, folks? Welcome to 34 Questions. I'm your host, 34, and tonight we have King Tahoe in the building. How you doing tonight, King?
No complaints. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
For sure, man. I appreciate you coming through. For you and for the folks at home who are unfamiliar with the flow of the show, we typically do a warm up. Consists of 3 questions. After that, we'll jump into an icebreaker. After the icebreaker, we'll get to the wheel of fate, where we'll spin the wheel, whichever number it lands on. That's how the conversation will kind of flow. And then after that, we'll finish out some closeout questions. Sound good to you?
That's cool with me. Am I supposed to be seeing you right now?
Oh snap! You ain't seeing me? My
I
bad. My
can.
bad.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I
Ah,
was like,
yeah,
yo, when you said the wheel, I was like, all right. So this has to be
yeah,
a
yeah.
visual. Yeah.
Man, I
It's lit.
totally forgot that I do that a lot, man. But I
I
appreciate you
wasn't
pointing it out.
tripping.
Nah,
You
nah.
good? You good? When you said certain things, it was like, all right, this is interactive. I think I should be able to see that at least.
Yeah, yeah, no, good call, good call. But yeah, man. I mean, before we jump into the warm up, let me just ask you, man, how you been? You've been doing? How you been lately? You've been doing well. You've been doing great. How you been lately,
You
man?
know, man, I've been okay. Ups and downs, but I focus on the ups more than the downs. So, I'm grateful. That's how I've been. I've been full of gratitude. How about you?
Uh, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's been a rough couple of weeks.
Understood. I
Yeah,
could I could
and
relate. I hope things get better for you though.
I appreciate it, man. I'll be
Yeah.
real because I feel pretty open today. But
Let's go.
yeah, I had my intake like therapy like interview today, right?
Okay.
They ask you all these questions just to see your baseline before you actually talk to a therapist.
Hmm.
But yeah, for me, that's something I felt like I've needed. It's been a while. I had therapy when I was a little kid, but never as an adult. But at this point in my life, I'm like, let me go give it a shot, you know.
Right.
Um, but yeah, yeah. What's it called? How about for you? Like, tell me about one of your ups lately.
My ups, bro, are waking up every day. You feel me?
Mm,
Like, uh, I've been dealing with certain things. Like, I'm 30, so once you get on that side of the biological clock, it's not like I'm on a crazy side. But once you like after the 20s, man, aches, pains, worries, things like that start to appear. So, I've just been dealing with time. That's what it is.
ooh,
That's what it trickles down to is time.
I hear you, man. I'm
Yes, sir.
34.
Mhm.
Gonna turn 35 this year, and
Yes, sir.
yeah, man, hella shit's just like, telling me it's time to grow up in some aspects.
I
Um,
feel you.
and yeah, it's growing pains at least for me right now. Um,
Absolutely.
well, I appreciate you sharing. Let's jump
Oh,
into
it's
the
all
warm
up.
up.
Let's get it.
So, my first question for you in the warm up, King, is what would you like the audience to know about you? This is a point in the interview where you can kind of give a disclaimer of who you are, just so people, just understand where you're coming from.
Um, I'm a king, but I believe that everybody are kings and queens until they prove themselves otherwise. I come from East Oakland. Uh, it's a home of, how would I say this? It's a home of royalty, but it's a lot of shade over certain things. So you can't see certain things just as well. So it's like you see somebody they're wearing a whole bunch of fake clothes, but they got on real jewelry. So it's something like you see a whole bunch of stuff. It's masks. So you see a lot of propaganda and things of that nature. But there's so much beauty when you get past the BS
I
in
hear
the
you.
mask.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
So if you could look past the mask, you'll see beauty.
Um, I think I grew up in the Bay Area,
Yeah.
and I always feel like I lived in Richmond in the East Bay growing up, but I always went to school in San Francisco. But for you, I felt like Oakland always had a certain type of flavor. How would you
Mm.
describe that flavor?
Well, it's kind of like it's not just the Oakland thing, but uh, I'll say the general thing of it in the Bay Area, we have a lot of pride. So I think just every city wears their pride differently. So
Mm,
um, for us, I think our pride shows in our fearlessness in Oakland. Like Oakland is just kind of like it's like what's up, like you feel me? It's brash, like you feel me? We're in your face, low key, but like we want our space. It's like we'll get in your face, but get the fuck. Excuse me, I don't want to cuss.
No,
Excuse
you
my
can.
language.
You can.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, lit. But it's like you feel, we'll get in your face, but don't dare get in our face. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really just like that. Like we loud, but we silent. It's weird, you know.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now Oakland folks definitely cool with me, but I will say that you guys don't like to be disrespected. I feel like,
For sure.
yeah, yeah,
For sure.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely
There's a
not.
line. There's a line there.
So
um,
no. But it's a lot of respect given at first. You feel me? It's respect is just a huge thing. It's not like you feel me. We like, oh, please don't you dare disrespect me, but I'm finna disrespect you
oh
crazy.
yeah,
Like, I mean, it is some cats. I ain't gonna front. It is some cats that just no home training. Shout out to the NHT boys. But yeah, the
no,
mask. That's what it is. Sometimes people, and that's what it breaks down to. When people are like that, they wearing a mask
yeah.
because ain't nobody raised you to be like that.
No, I hear you. Well, since you bringing up masks, man, like in general, not just for
Yeah,
Oakland, but why do you think folks have to put on a mask? I know in this current time, for myself, I feel like I sort of do. But yeah, why do you think people try to put up a mask sometimes?
um, I mean, in this day and age, people wear a mask because they don't know who they are. Like social media is so influential on who somebody wants to be or who somebody thinks they are. So, one demographic is Kylie Jenner, the next demographic is Ruby Rose or whoever, that fills that slot. But and guys are like that too, like everybody want to be 21 Savage, Little Baby, or whoever relate, in that vein. So it's kind of like, who are you really? And a lot of people can't answer that when it comes down to it. I don't know if I fully can answer it. Like, I'm figuring me out as it goes, and I know I take a lot of influence from things that I receive and I observe. So it's a tough time because um, not necessarily, I don't want to break it, like put it on celebrity or anything of that, but it's just everything is so easily accessible, and access to excess never works out.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, man. It's hard for me to say it's the celebrity's fault. I think it's just like the industry, right? Like the industry.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. And there's, because it's not just celebrity, like, but I do think it's important because everybody's trying to be a celebrity. It's like, what do you even do? What are you a celebrity for? Like, I'm a personality. What is that? I
right.
mean, I get it. Like, some people become hosts, and nowadays we got the real husbands of real wives of real sons, and it's like, that's what's up. Like, we don't have no real doctors. We don't
Mm-hmm.
have no real, like, you feel me? We running out of
Yeah.
real resources. And granted, I can't talk. I'm a musician. Like, that's one of the one things. Like, they'd be like, black people want to go play, grab a basketball, grab a football, whatever, or want to go grab a mic. But your passion is your passion. So, you know, you
No,
just got to
yeah.
be real about it. You got to be real.
No, I was definitely sucked into it too, man. My first dream was to be a rapper, and for the longest time, I held on to that dream. But then eventually, it was my pops who was like, "Yo, man, you 26, you're not making any money doing this," and I get it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a toss up.
yeah.
It's a toss up on that one.
I mean, for me, I still believe, maybe people are gonna listen to my music when I'm like, I don't know, a 60-year-old rapper or something like that. It could be that because a lot of folks tune into to old folks doing like regular stuff. But yeah, it's I'm not haven't changed what the end goal is. I just think I'm changing the lane that I'm taking,
Okay.
especially doing this
Yeah. I
podcast and
respect that.
stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Hell yeah.
um,
And it's like you said, it's kind of like switching lanes a little bit. Like, you still going towards the same destination. You just you just found a different route that worked for you a little bit better.
yeah,
But
yeah. I was not good on stage, man. Like I don't think I practiced enough, but I was
I
definitely like, I was a quiet dude, and my lyrics were way more, conscious rap and stuff, and I just didn't really find my audience out here. But I also was like, when I talk to younger folk who are trying to make it, I'm like, you got to put the hustle in. You got to be out there, because
Hindsight.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Nah, I understand that. Like me being a fresh 30, like I turned 31 this year. I had to tell myself, um, I'm getting older. I want to do certain things, and if I'm gonna do it, I have to do it. And that's where I am right now with a lot of the stuff. Like my last project, this is the first time that like most of the production placements were my credits. Like I produced. I never really produced. Like I was just trying to expand and evolve and do more, because it's like not necessarily now or never. I don't know what the future has in store for me, but as of today, I want to go hard because I don't want to waste any more time. Like I know I'm not getting any younger, and I do have that hindsight available, but I also have so much more that I could be doing. Like it would be a disservice to me and the people that believed in me to quit right now. So it's really just what you want out of it, what you're willing to give to it, and where you stand. Like, are you gonna, like, if you look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm gonna do everything, if you don't have that, and not everybody has that, or they have a certain thing that it makes more sense to have that for. So you gotta realize, hey, it's not, I don't feel that way about this. When you look in your mirror, you look yourself in the eye, you gonna know the truth. You can't, I mean, you could lie to yourself, but you gonna know you lying to yourself. So you just wasting your time lying to yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if we can truly lie to ourselves, because deep down,
Yeah,
it's there, and you kind
is
of know.
you just wasted your time in the mirror. Like you could be doing something else. Get him fly.
I hear you, man. My second question for you in the warm up is, how would you like to be honored? So, let's say you moved away, and your folks back at home want to like do something in your honor for your birthday or something. What's that act they could do for you?
Whew, what could they do for me? I would like them to honor me by cash apping their favorite baddie.
I
You
hear
feel
you.
me?
I hear you.
We just take care of women out here. I want everybody to just give a little bit of appreciation, love, and make sure a beautiful woman is taken care of if I'm not there to do
I got you, man. I got you.
it. You feel me? So when Tahoe leave, like, oh man, Tahoe's a cool dude. You know what? He
Yeah.
was taking care of them hoes. You feel? No disrespect, ladies, but it is what it is. Ladies, y'all call each other hoes, so
Nah, I hear you.
don't be hypocrites. But he was taking care of the honeys. You feel me? I gotta go make sure this shorty get her nails done, because that's what Tahoe would do. Like, you feel me? I'm finna go buy this thick thing, some lingerie, because you know what? That's what Tahoe would do.
I feel you. I'm gonna put that in the notes too. It'll be like, this one's for
You feel me?
Tahoe.
Yeah, yeah, no, for real. Like, you feel me? What would Tahoe do? WWTD.
I got you, man. We hear you. We hear you. And my last.
Nah, but
No, go ahead.
or correct it, have a poetry slam. I love poetry. That's what got me into music. So I would want to be honored by just everybody speaking their mind, expressing themselves via poetry, and then cash app in the back.
Bring the baddie with you, to the poetry slam.
Bring Share your poetry about the baddest baddie you know, and then cash app her for inspirational purposes. Like, yo, I wouldn't have had this poem if it wasn't for you.
I got you.
That's like a sample. That's like using her for a sample. So everybody needs their publishing and and things of that nature. So you feel me? We make sure we take care of everybody on the back end.
I hear you. I mean, it's feels like everyone's taken care of in that scenario.
I
Yeah,
mean, that's the goal. Everybody eats.
yeah, man. I wish the world was like that, man. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Not everybody's like in the humanitarian vibes, but I'm trying to get people there. That's why we make music. We try to influence people. We don't try to influence people. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, do this because we say do this, but we try to use our voice, and hopefully people hear it and feel inspired to do good things.
I hear you. My last question for you in the warm up is
Yes, sir.
on a scale from 1 to 10, how well do you know yourself and why?
Ooh, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do I know myself? I would say I am about. I'm 30 right now. I give myself like a 4.5, maybe like a 5.
Word.
Yeah,
Okay. How'd you get
I'm.
to that
You
number?
know, I'm still growing. I'm still learning myself every day. Like, you know, I'll do some dumb shit and it'll be like, bruh. So I don't want to ever be like, because if I knew myself, I would be able to float through this life. Like if I was like at a 10 or anything, then I would never have to experience heartbreak or
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature because I wouldn't have any insecurities or I wouldn't have whatever it is that holds me back. If I knew myself, I would be. You ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Are you like up to date a little bit on it?
I checked out that
With
newest one on Netflix, but it didn't
Okay.
finish it or nothing.
Okay.
But yeah,
It's a mode where like it's called Ultra Instinct,
mm-hmm.
where like you feel me like I'm just floating, like you can't touch me, like it's nothing, like you feel me, I'm damn near invincible type shit, like so. If anybody knows themselves to you feel me 10 out of 10, please send me your guidebook or whatever it is that you write that helps you figure it out, like whatever your prayer was, like
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to know myself because that kind of takes away anything like 10 out of 10 takes away the fun out of life. Like I like medium ugly girls. For I digress.
No, I hear you though. Potential. They got some potential there.
It's just a little razzle dazzle. Like, I like to make certain mistakes. Like, you feel me? I don't like to make mistakes, but I'm flawed.
Yeah.
I like being flawed as much as I hate the stuff that goes wrong. I'm grateful for the good and bad all the same. So, 4.5, 5, because I'm also a Gemini. So,
Mm.
you know, I said, what did I say one time? I'm one man just two times over. Like, so night and day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm severed. I don't know if you've seen Severance yet.
Oh man, huge fan. Huge fan. It's going crazy
So
right now. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I'm severed sometimes being a Gemini, bro.
Damn. I
Like
mean, I wouldn't know. I'm not a Gemini, but
yeah, nah, I'm trying to give. That's why I gave you the best example. Like I tried to give you a reference, like being a Gemini. Maybe I don't want to give it an excuse to
no.
the moons and the stars. I might just be fucked up in the head, bro. And
Now don't worry, man. You're not alone. I think
yeah, yeah,
I can't say I'm a Gemini, but definitely I think there's a duality. Duality
yeah, yeah, yeah,
to just being human.
for
Um.
sure.
But
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, what? The moon, the sun, yin yang, everything has, you know, its polarity,
yeah.
and that you have to have, like I said, you have to have the good and the bad for life to be enjoyable. If you just had it all figured out, there would be no point of life, to be honest. There would be no point if you were born, that baby already knows multiplication.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
like parents, I'm moving. A straight first day out, like nah, like I need to continue to mess up and then figure out how to do better. It's like doing reps. Like, at first you start off with a 5 pound dumbbell and then you get into your 35. You don't want to just be able to walk in there and hit 100. You'll never get any gains.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the best way I could put it. If you walk in there and you lifting everything up, you'll never get no gains.
No, for sure. For sure. Um.
Sorry for that long ass answer for a simple question.
Nah, man. It is all whatever you feel like sharing.
For
From
sure.
I'm not gonna stop you.
For sure.
What's it called? Severance been you brought up Severance, and man, tonight the eighth episode comes out. I don't know if you tuning in,
I'm
but But
I
yeah,
might tune in tomorrow. I like to like wait for like if it's like a Wednesday, Thursday show, I like to just post up on Friday and
yeah,
just like get a nice dinner and maybe like a brewski and like don't call me nobody. Don't
yeah,
call
yeah.
me.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Um, let's jump into the icebreaker.
Let's get it.
All right, man. So let me see if I can pull this up.
I love this theme. I love the theme change. I peeped it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. So this is the icebreaker. You get to choose between a word association or a this or that. Which how you feeling tonight?
This or that.
This or that. All right, cool.
Yeah.
We'll have 34 seconds to do as many as you can. There's not like a top score, nothing. But
Okay.
I will dig into a couple, just follow ups to
Okay.
the answers. All right, here
Yeah.
we go. In 3, 2, 1. Vacation or staycation?
Vacation.
Second chance at love or second chance for career?
Second chance for career.
Growth or security?
Security.
Win a race or win a debate?
Win a debate.
Group hangout or one-on-one hangout?
Group hangout.
See the future or change the past?
Change the past.
Working hard or hardly working?
Working hard.
I got you, man. All right, so I'm gonna go with the one where you did that side right there. I think it was see the future or change the past. Why'd you choose change? Or you said I forgot what you said.
Yeah. No, I said change the past. Only because seeing the future could hinder you, like in such a way. Like, sorry if you hear this background noise. I got my dishwasher going, man. But
No, you
it's
good,
yeah,
man.
it's
I don't think
all
I
right
can
for
hear it.
sure.
Yeah, I just hear your voice.
Even better. But yeah, I'm a huge comic book nerd, and like one of like my biggest like my favorite characters is the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's kind of like you don't want to do either one. You don't want to mess up the past or the future, like because any little thing could change. But like if I could change the past, I would probably just like do something small, like tell somebody I love them or
Mm-hmm.
something of that sort, like something that would just do something for me as far as like security, like just feeling like the resentment that I hold for this, that, or whatever. But seeing the future, I there's no real benefit to it. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Kind of like if I already know it's at the end, what's the point of running a race?
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Um, well, in that sense of like timeline and stuff, you think
Mhm.
you think things are like predetermined or it's everything is just so random or like out there?
I think it's a good mixture of both.
Mm.
I
Okay.
um I think how do I word this? I think there's always opportunity for something, but you have to place yourself in the opportunity. Like there's always a chance that like there's always a 50-50 chance. I don't want to say 50-50 because probability is crazy, but um fate is in your hands, but fate exists. You know,
Gotcha.
you you were always meant to be what you were, what you are, or what you're gonna be, but you have to get up and be that. Like nobody's fate is to be nothing. You have to. Even that is chosen, but it's kind of like you're really work. You have to work hard to be lazy. It sounds crazy, but you have to like really be dedicated to doing. Well, I can't speak like I'm not in everybody's shoes, but like for me, it's a hassle to not do anything, to not be creative, to not strive, to not have aspirations. So I hope other humans are that way. But if you're not, hey, more power to you. I love you. But I got fucking sidetracked. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
No, you good, man. You good.
Oh, the future and the past and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just yeah, I would just rather change something small. Tell one of my grandmothers I love them before they pass away, type shit.
No, for sure.
That's it.
No, it's you brought up something and it's all good. It'll come back to me later.
Yeah.
But aside from I'm just curious. I'm a big comic book nerd too.
Mm.
So have you seen Daredevil yet?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
was it good? Did it pick up? I haven't seen it yet. I was waiting for Friday. But
Yeah,
how'd you feel about it?
it's I was talking to my cousin because he's a nerd too, and like that's one of the things we really relate on. It's either music or like film and comics, and it feels like it's like the best way to describe it right now is like art imitates life. Like they're definitely deriving it from certain comic book aspects, like recent ones too. Like, because I'm like to this day, I'm still reading comics and I'm up on what's going on in Marvel and DC and various other factions. But yeah, they're using certain storylines from recent times, but they're also using stuff like that's relevant to what was going on in our community and in our country. Like it's pretty dope. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this is like. They're bringing back like 18 episode seasons. Like I think there's gonna have hella episodes this season, so this should be interesting.
18 episodes? That's like,
I, that's how it was when it was on Netflix. I want
yeah,
to say
yeah.
something like that. Yeah. So I want to say they're just like they just were like, yo, we gotta match the tone because that's what we were doing. And this, bro, it's like they is a little bit more. I don't want to say gory, but like they it's more bloody for sure. Like the violence is appropriate for like something like how a Batman or a Daredevil type thing. Like if because they make it hard to be threatened by like regular guys. So it's like, yo, you gotta really like break that dude's leg real quick, like turn him sideways, pause, but do your thing, like I don't like because I used to watch Batman stuff and I'd be like, yo, I don't know why everybody's like so scared of this dude. Then you watch like Robert Pattinson like flip this dude's elbow upside down, and it's like, oh, okay, that's what Batman's supposed to be for sure.
No, I got you. I got you.
So it's lit though. So they got 2 episodes out right now. I would say if you got time sometime soon, enjoy that.
Maybe tonight, man. After this interview.
Yes, sir. D&D.
One more superhero question for you. Who do you think is overrated?
Overrated. Dang. I just actually really started to mess with Superman, so I can't say Soups. Who is overrated? Could I do a villain?
Okay, yeah, villain's cool.
uh, Thanos.
Oh, Thanos overrated. Okay.
People don't like. Dark Side is really that. Dark Side is really like the best 2 words to say is Dark Side is. If you know comics, like Dark Side, they can't have a universe, a multiverse without Dark Side. He's inevitable. Like what Thanos was talking about, he's not inevitable. Dark Side, if Dark Side dies, the universe will end. That's how crazy. And he's still a villain. Like you're a villain knowing that the universe needs you. Like that's crazy.
That's a trip. I gotta watch some YouTube videos on Darkseid then.
Yeah.
What's
It's
it
like a
called?
nexus point. Like, yeah, like and they have those in Marvel, like Wanda, certain people like Loki or whoever,
Yeah.
like they need those people for the universe to work how it's supposed to. But Thanos is not one of those.
I didn't know Darkseid was that. Well, it makes sense because he's in everything for DC. But
Darkseid has his minions pull up. Like, I mean, Thanos has it like that too. But like, if Thanos and Darkseid went at it, Darkseid ain't never needed no Infinity nothing. He ain't never needed no assistance or whatever. Like, he have those other dudes pull up just because he don't feel like getting up yet.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Thanos has him soften him up. Darkseid, like, not worth my time yet. All right. All right, let me get up real quick and go take care of these cats.
Nah, I got you. I got you.
You feel me?
I hope DC gets it together, man. I'm excited for.
Nah, James Gunn.
Yeah.
James Gunn is he's taking. I mean, they've been doing really well so far, and I'm really ready for that Green Lantern. Have you watched the Creature Commandos?
I saw a few episodes. It gets better. It didn't really grab
Yeah,
me in the
yeah,
full
I
picture, but
understand
yeah.
that. I feel like a lot of that stuff. I mean, it's it it's one of those. I don't want to say like it's like Suicide Squad to where, but it's kind of one of those things like if you don't know about them, you just have to like give it a chance. Like, but it
Yeah.
does. It's really good because the first episodes, I'm pretty sure the ones you've seen are kind of like just straight into it, but like the second half gives you backstory, and the backstory on all of those characters are amazing. I've never really was into those characters before that, but like I I give it a recommendation, and I don't. If it was just okay, I'd be like, nah, I feel it, bro. It's whatever. Do you?
I
But
hear
nah,
you. Check it
like
out.
for the sake of DC, like there are some things on DC that I will not recommend.
What
Like a
did you
lot of
go
the
ahead, go ahead.
Batman movies, like the new animated Batman movies, like nah, don't rewrite the scripts.
Yo, maybe I'm old, but I'm not feeling that new animation style. You know what I'm talking about?
I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you
Which
saw.
one? Which one are you talking about?
Uh, you know how I think the new Crisis of Infinite Earths. You know that style was just not like I don't
That was
know.
not it. Yeah, no, I
Right?
understand. It's not it. They did that one, and then what was the other one? They did like a War World one right
Yeah,
after that, and it's like that. It's kind of like they want to make it look like minimalism or something like that. I don't, it's similar to the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, to where
yeah,
it's like they just got. I guess they're kind of. I think they're trying to like pay more tribute to the comics. I think that's what it is. They're trying to make it look more comic-y as much as possible, but just make it the medium that it is. Do animation. Let the comics do their illustration that way. Like it works that way, and do what works. But nah, because they'll have like in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, it'll be like whoever the characters that are the main characters, and then everybody else in the background is just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
no movement. Like it's like okay, what are we doing? There's no you're not world building. That's the only thing that
Mm,
kind of sucks. It feels like it's only character focused compared to world building.
I got you. I will say, I think that's why I appreciate Invincible, because it feels like
Mm,
they got a bunch of like the old DC animators on the Invincible
yeah.
show, and it's like,
People hate the animation for Invincible. That's crazy.
really?
I don't mind it, but
Yeah.
that's like the only thing, the only real critique, like, is the animation.
Damn, I have not come
Yeah.
across that. My algorithm is giving me, the supportive side of
I
Invincible.
man, I need to see man, I need that type of algorithm because I hate it. I hate all the negativity, bro. Have you read the Invincible comics?
I feel like I shouldn't because there's so much good. Like
Oh,
I love the show.
you
Yeah,
are in so. I wish I was you.
yeah,
I wish. I mean, I enjoyed the comics. I read them like twice,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like this season is like really where it's finna go crazy. Like it's yeah, enjoy.
I hope it's not almost over because it's like episode 8 now, or like 7 or 8, and I don't know how long they're gonna, how much they're gonna give me until it's another year-long break. But
I
go ahead.
I would say what I know that I think they're coming right back. Like I think they knew they took a little bit longer, but I think because they were getting animation together. That's the crazy thing. But I think they're gonna come back to back because they know what's up and they know what the demand is.
Yeah,
But I would say if you said they're on like episode 8, I'd say probably like two more. Like I think they'll go to like 10, especially like with the pace that is going. Because what this Invincible War is gonna be tonight, I guess, tomorrow, tonight. And then yeah, there's like one or two more little things I could see them doing, and then ending the season on that, like because there's some crazy events that are about to occur, like some stuff that yeah, because Invincible is closer to the world of like the boys than anything else.
for
So and
sure.
Seth Rogen is on both teams as far as the television side of it. Seth Rogen is with the boys and with Invincible. But yeah, just the comics, probably the two craziest comics I've read, The Boys and Invincible.
Would you say the show is going directly like the comics? Like, if I read the comics, it would be pretty much me knowing what's gonna happen in the show.
85%.
Okay, for
Like
sure.
Amber, his Mark's girlfriend,
Yeah.
she was white in there.
Okay,
Like
for sure.
so like it's little things like, but uh for the most part, yeah, it's very, very close. Like,
That's what scares me, man. I don't want it to ruin it for me, but maybe it'll make me look forward to it even more. I'm not sure. It could go
I,
either way.
I'm 50-50 because a lot of times I do it, I don't like, I haven't read it in so long. So like the last episode, I totally forgot about that character. Like I want to say it's like 400 issues of Invincible or something like that. I could be wrong, but there's different arcs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is. I want to say they're still very early in Invincible's story, to be honest. Like, so
You don't
yeah.
you don't gotta tell me, but I'm definitely like looking forward to seeing what happens with the little brother. Like I don't know which side he's gonna be on when comes down to it. Yeah. So from your reaction though, I feel like it's
And
juicy. Yeah.
that's the interesting thing too, because like fucking the brother, they haven't even he has his own real story, and he grows. They kind of showed a little bit, but he grows faster than everybody because of where his planet is from. So he has a dope story when he becomes an adult too. There's so much, bro. Like, yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
For sure.
I mean, they told a little bit of what to look forward to in that episode. I don't know if you're caught up,
I
but
haven't seen the latest. The last one I saw,
okay.
they showed the other
Where
Invincibles at the end.
did you see the one where Mark went to the future for a little bit?
Yes, yes, I did.
So they were throwing some Easter eggs in that one,
Oh, okay.
like because with Immortal being the ruler of Earth and things of that
Yeah.
nature, and that's all I'm gonna say. I feel
Okay.
like anything
I'm gonna
else
go back.
is too much. Yeah, but
Research.
it's gonna get crazy. I ain't gonna say it's gonna get crazy, but it's just it's just a good story.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, and one show I just want to throw this out there for people who I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. Did you watch DC's Doom Patrol? Like when it was on HBO? They had yeah.
So
How'd you feel about it?
I was anti that era, bro.
Word. Okay, for sure.
Like because that was, I don't know what came first, Titans or that,
Yeah, I got you.
but Titans was ass. And then
Yeah.
I saw it. So before I saw Doom Patrol, I think I saw an image of their cyborg. I was like, bro, look
Oh,
at this
okay.
guy.
Okay.
Look at this shit. Wouldn't the like CW does better than this, and this HBO. Like, so I just never. I might have saw like one episode. Like
Okay.
how you feel
Okay.
about Creature Commandos. Like,
Yeah, no, I hear
it
you.
just wasn't for me.
Okay.
Like, but I'll read their comics. Like, I'm not anti. It just was like, it just didn't call to me. I might one day like roll something up and just binge watch it. But like that era of what they were doing with DC, like it just wasn't for me at all.
Yeah, it's like a little step up from CW. I hear you. Um,
If a step up, like because CW had shows that went 8 seasons, like stuff
that's
like
true.
that. Like
That's true.
Arrow changed the game for DC. Like Titans did like what 3 or 4,
Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah.
and everybody knew their secret identity. That's what be killing me. These shows be having everybody's secret identity on fire.
I got you. I'm gonna say I gave those shows a chance. Even Titans. I think maybe I'm the only Titan fan out there.
You
uh,
stuck with it the whole time?
Stuck with it the whole time, man. And
Okay.
I get the hate for it. But it was just superhero content, and I had it. It was
I feel
filling
that
my
way.
need. Yeah.
I feel that way, but when it's kind of like, oh, this is too like this don't even make sense. Like I think I got to maybe I want to say what was the last season? Brother Blood?
For Titans, I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I want to say I started that season and I was like, man, this shit is trash. And I just maybe like 15, 20 minutes into the first episode. If not, I think I might have got to the second episode because I think I kind of like I give you benefit of the doubt. Like, all right, it might pick up because like I tell people all the time, like the best shows ever. I hate it for like the first episode or two. Breaking Bad, Severance. Severance was like,
Where you going? Where you going with this?
what is this? Yeah, like bro. But then it was like, oh, this is probably one of the greatest shows ever. Like but it only takes like just a little bit of patience. like 3 or 4 episodes or something, might change your life. I watched Breaking Bad. I binge watched Breaking Bad maybe 3 times a year.
Word. Damn.
Yeah.
I remember watching the original run,
Mhm.
waiting every Sunday, I think it was, when the new episode came out, watch with homies. But since then I haven't. And I feel like I really like, I don't know how you felt about Better Call Saul, but that
I
was
love Better Call Saul as well.
I mean,
Yeah,
that was a
like
whole its own story, its own thing.
for sure.
Um,
Absolutely.
but nah, like, so I've seen, at some point I want to rewatch Breaking Bad. I hope it's as good as I remember. I hate how I see like those clips and memes and stuff, because I'm like, oh yeah, I do kind of remember, but like the other day I saw when what's it called, girlfriend, the thing with Walter White and I forgot his name, but his
Jesse?
girlfriend, yeah, Jesse's
Jesse P.
girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah,
And that whole arc, I remember
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
slightly, but I don't remember exactly. And I remember how good it was though, and how like,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my, edge of my seat type stuff. But I hear you. I generally try to give a new show like 3 episodes, and I'll make my decision there. But
Mhm.
I think what's hard is when people already are kind of turned off to like whatever genre it is, so they're like, this can't be that good. I was never a Lord of the Rings guy. I mean, Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones.
Mhm.
I never got into it, and um, I don't know if
I was gonna start with that. So I was similar.
okay,
I
okay,
was and I'm anti. I don't want to be like I'm that guy that be like, oh, if everybody likes it, like I hate it. But like if it's hype, if it's like incredibly too hype, I'm gonna chill off it. I'm gonna be like, oh, y'all got it. Like I don't want to. That's y'all thing. I don't want to take y'all thing. Like I might not get it. I don't want to be that guy to be like I don't get it. So I just never checked it out. And oh, that's what's up.
yeah,
Then I moved to LA right when House of the Dragon started,
okay,
and my roommates were watching that, and we just like we would kick it in the living room on Sundays or whatever, watch whatever whoever is watching. Like, so they were all like ready for it, like, and it was like, okay, this is interesting. I was like, well, I ain't never watched Game of Thrones. Like, is it cool to watch this? Like, if I have never watched it, and they were like, yo, you actually caught it. Like, you started the best way because House of the Dragon is the prequel.
word,
So I
okay,
I started with House of the Dragon, and I was like, this shit is fire. I if was Game of Thrones this good? Like I know y'all fucked with it, like, but like, was y'all hyping it or was it like this? Like, and they were like, nah, bro, check it out. I went to go watch it. I watched what Game of Thrones for the first time ever, 2023, and I think I binged it like 3 times already.
damn, it was good to you. It was like,
It's one of those ones. But I have the same critique as everybody else. That last season was they just gave up on it. I don't know. They just knew it was the last season and stopped putting in work. I didn't see all the stuff that everybody else saw, like the Starbucks cups and shit like that. It just was like they just kind of gave up on the story, like everything. It was just like, all right, well, all our actors are doing movies and shit. Like we got our people on type shit. Like let's just
got you.
finish this season. Like you feel me, just to finish it up. But
Yeah, yeah.
nah, it is everything associated with it has been some pretty good content. Like they're working on like another prequel, but yeah, it's
No, for
lit.
sure. I got you. I got you. I mean, we kind of did a deep dive into like and the superhero media right
Mm.
now that's out there. Just curious what you think. Why do you think people are like so drawn to that, to like superheroes and powers? At least that's for me. I think what grabs me are the powers and like, um, but yeah. So for you, what do you think? What is it about superheroes that have people tune in and check it out?
The way I used to explain it, like if I would have like a girl come over and she'd be like, "You watching cartoons? You in your
Oh yeah,
20s, blah blah
I
blah."
got you.
It's like I would explain it like I used to watch the news, like and like real life is so I don't want to be a downer, but real life can be morbid. It could be real dark at times. So like I think people are attracted to that just for the concept of hope, just fantasy. a world where somebody can save the day when it feels like that's not possible in this world sometimes. So just being able to have that little bit of escape, I mean, and shit, it will be cool. It's some cool shit. Like, everybody wants to have something that makes them feel special. So it's like, yeah, I would want to be, even like, the reasoning might be like, somebody might want to be invincible for some sick reasons. Somebody might want to be invincible for insecurity, but like, it just would be dope to be able to be invisible or to fly, to be special. People want to relate to something special, and a lot of times they do. Like, oh, I do have a superpower. It's just not this, or it's not something that somebody may deem a superpower. But everybody has a power.
I
So
hear you. Yeah.
I think that's why they tune in and tap in with it, because they know they're special, and you know, people in those comics, they get to be special and get to strut it.
I hear you, man. That makes sense to me. And I work at a high school, so
Mhm.
it is interesting to see, like, the talent is a superpower, right? Like, for
Right.
all of us, we got that. Um, and it's interesting for me to be a part of, like, this world where, at least out of school, it feels like everyone's in their origin story. Like,
Oh yeah,
everyone's
great way
still.
to look at it.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like, when I write a message in kids' yearbooks, it's just like, thanks for letting me be part of your origin story, because that's
Mhm.
that's where it's all coming from. And yeah,
And that's what it really is. Yeah,
yeah, it's a trip, man. It's a trip for sure.
for
Uh,
sure.
I think we got about 15 minutes left in the interview, man. Again, I appreciate you coming through. Let's try to get a wheel question in.
Let's
Um,
do it.
so here goes the wheel, and let me give it a spin. So you got number 26, which was, let's see, is there anything you wish you could have done differently?
Okay, let's see. Anything I wish I could have done differently?
Yeah.
Um, I feel like this is a good game. I wish I had never given up on myself, or attempted to give up on myself at any point in time. Like, throughout my 20s, I'd be like, man, this music shit ain't working. I'm finna stop doing music, and then I would always pick it back up. Like, you have to be true to yourself. You only waste time. I think we was talking about this at the show. You only waste time giving up when you know you're really meant for something. Like, giving up and repurposing are two different things. Um, Pulling off the road and going a different route, two different things. So um, don't pull off the road. I would say keep going, and until you find a direction that works a little bit better. So that's what the only thing I would do differently is never pulling off the road. I would just keep going, and looking for different turns. What is it? Different turns or different lanes that'll help me get to where I want to go. It looks different everywhere you go and every route you take. So it's patience. That's what it is, man. It's really patience and perseverance.
I hear you. One follow up, and it might be the same, it could be different, but being in the music industry, what do you feel like is one of the biggest lessons you learned there, or, like, trying to pursue that career?
What is one of the biggest lessons I've learned in the music industry? You're all you got. You're all you got. So from start to finish, make sure you take care of yourself in this, because there'll be a lot of people who want to assist you, or who want to play this part or whatever. But as soon as it slow up, they're not. There's gonna be some that's still down or whatever. But everybody's doing something to make sure they're taking care of themselves. I'm taking care of you to take care of me, because it's beneficial for me. And it's like, I don't want to be like, oh, use people or do whatever. I'm not saying it in a with a like malicious like intent. It's just make sure you take care of yourself.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that was the toughest thing for me, as far as being, in my early in my early stages of trying to be a rapper, that it
Mm.
was hard for me to ask for help or ask for like, because I would feel that way. I feel like maybe that person has come across so many people who's already like, you know, they've had that similar interaction, and there was no follow through, or there was no like, benefit for that person as well. So it was very hard for me to like, try to go around and ask folks thinking that they've already maybe been spurned, and then they're already turned off by the idea of like, oh yeah, I'll shoot you a music video, or oh yeah, I'll come through my studio and all this stuff. Um, so yeah, I felt
So
like I got stuck there somehow.
so to that end, taking care of yourself, like looking out for you is it looks different for everybody, but you have to do the work. I feel like with certain things, it's kind of like for me, I had to figure out how to reapproach certain things. It's like, conversations might go this way if I approach it a different way. So, like, but that I wouldn't be able to even have that if I didn't take care of myself in the way of like reestablishing my mental and having it the way I wanted it to be, because I would look at it at a certain vantage point and in a certain view, like just be like, man, I'm what is the word that I'm looking for? Like I'm looking at people I'm jaded. Like I don't want to be jaded. And I was jaded for a long time, like dealing with people not answering messages or people flaking on this or whatever it was. But I had to understand that I had to not take it personal. That was one of the things that just reevaluating certain situations is a part of taking care of you. But you could definitely bring people in. That's also taking care of you. It's knowing what works and what doesn't work for you. It's setting your boundaries and respecting other people's boundaries. It's finding that balance.
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you, man. Yeah, and I don't think in that case, in those years, I wasn't really finding that balance. But it feels,
hindsight.
yeah, it feels a lot better now, though, especially
Yeah,
as you get older and you
because you're
learn.
taking care of you.
And we try, man. We try.
Hey,
Uh,
we must keep trying every day we wake up. Every day we wake up is an opportunity to grow and be better.
I hear that, man. It's up and down. I just try to take more wins than losses, you know.
It's
Um,
an opportunity. We don't always follow through on every opportunity, but as long as we get another one and we try to make the best of that, it is what it is. Even if you trying and failing is worse than doing nothing.
true.
I mean, trying and failing is better than doing nothing. Excuse me. Doing nothing at all, putting forth no effort, you don't learn anything from nothing. You
Yeah,
learn from your failures. You learn from your wins.
yeah.
So we must keep going.
We will, man.
Sir.
This next transition is gonna it's actually to a mantra called the 34th mantra. I want you to fill in the blanks. I am, I can, I will. So I am blank, I can blank, I will blank.
Okay.
Take a second to think about that, and then I'll take you over to that next stage.
I can. I will. Okay.
Go for it.
I am God's son. I can do anything. I will do everything.
Show, man. I hear you. Ooh, that's supposed to be for the end. No worries.
Yes,
um,
sir.
but I hear you, and hopefully, you can have that as a reminder in the future. Maybe use it as a sample in a track or something. Um,
That's lit.
but yeah, man. We made it to the closeout. This next question is actually going to be from my previous guest. So shout out to Leon. Leon's question for you is: if you could master anything in life, what would you want to master?
Bait.
I got you. I got you.
Nah.
You like fishing bait, right? Fishing bait.
Yeah. So you understand. If I could master anything, patience.
Mm,
You know, is I think that would be something that it would be really beneficial, but it wouldn't like be too helpful to where it was like a, oh, he has everything figured out. No, he's just the ultimate, like he's just patient. He's really patient. But at the same time, too much patience might hinder me. But I would rather be patient than be impatient. So I'm gonna stick with my answer. I would rather master patience.
I hear you, King. I feel that. My second and last question for you is, what would you like to ask the next guest on 34 Questions?
What do you want from the world, and what do you want to give to the world?
Let me just write that down real quick. What do you want to get from the world? What
What
do you want to give?
exactly?
I got you. Show. I like to answer this as, just as an ending thing.
Hmm.
What do I want to? Let me start with what do I want to give the world?
Okay.
I think I want to give them, like, with this podcast, and
Hmm.
is better communication, or like a lane for better communication. Um, my whole goal for this podcast is I don't want to be the only person doing this. I would hope that I had other people having these conversations, and doing it in multiple languages, and like doing it in
Yeah,
different countries.
that's
That's really
dope.
like what I would want to see happen with this. But yeah, so that's what I would want to give the world.
Respect.
And oh, what was the other one? Want to give the world, and what do I need
And
from the
what do
world?
you want? Yeah, what do you want from the world? Like, would you want the world to give you? Like, what basically, like, what are you giving forth in this life, and what do you want in return in this life?
I hear you.
So
And
basically, that's why I said the world, just to be able to quantify, like
yeah,
the spirit. Yeah.
I think Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, in a
Mhm.
recent interview, not recent, but at one of his interviews, I remember hearing him talk about how he's worked to the point where no one has to question him, you know? And I think that's what I would want from the world, where they can see me and they don't have to be like, oh, what's he doing, or what's he up to, or like, what's this mean? It's more like, y'all know what this means, and y'all know what I'm doing it for. And
Yeah.
every new project or idea is coming from the same place.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think understanding and having that, like,
That's
just
what I
be
was gonna
honest.
say.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what was like in my head. That's what I was summarizing. What you were saying was understanding, and I
for
like
sure.
that. That's
Yeah, man.
fire. That's
Appreciate
fire.
it. All right, man. Well, we made it to the last question of the pod, which is 100, 200, 300 years from now, if you could talk to the people in the future, man, what would you like to tell them?
Love each other. Love is all we have. At the beginning and the end of the day, we can make everything happen with love.
I hear that, man. Any shout outs or plugs you'd like to make before we head out of here?
My album Ice Cold 2 is out now on all streaming platforms. Hi, Mom. I love you. I'm going to Disneyland. No, I'm just playing. Thank you so much for having me, bro. This was dope. This was a great time. Um, that's all I got to say. Ice Cold, King Tahoe.
I got you, King. I want to thank you again for stopping by. I want to thank the folks out there for tuning in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on YouTube. Appreciate your time as well. Remember, reach out, reach forward. As always, much love. And we'll catch you guys next time on 34 Questions.
Reading Rainbow,
Peace.
I can't do anything.